Hello, this is David, and I believe that the Tower of Babel, which is described in the Old Testament, of course in Genesis, once been doing some research about Peleg and how the earth was divided, and of also trying to match the worldly interpretation of civilizations back to the roots of the Bible and how the Bible says they were formed. And I'll start with this, but then I'll go into kind of debunking the theory of carbon dating and all that stuff that the people in the worldly and secular areas use to date civilizations compared to actual firm genealogy records. So, okay, in the days of Peleg, the earth was divided. This was recently to or from around the Tower of Babel, and there's only a brief mention of that in the Bible. So, when you look at it, the Tower of Babel was, of course, everyone spoke one language, and they were going to ascend to the heavens by making a tower, kind of like you would say the New York timeline. It's kind of like bigger, better, stronger. And at the time, they had some pretty nice technology. This was before the pyramids. And I would say in theory, but it's also biblical proof that if there was only one civilization that spoke one tongue, it would have been way long before the pyramids. So I'm actually making a map showing how the civilizations, or it's technically a theory until it's proven, so I would like to prove it, but this is kind of just groundworks. So, okay, Babylon. After the Tower of Babel fell, as the Bible describes, that's my bed, by the way, sorry it's not made. As the Bible describes, that, everyone spoke a different language, they broke out and they spread basically to the four winds of the earth, and we're looking at the historical, link between the Tower of Babel and how actual civilizations formed. And if you believe the Bible, which I do, I believe that that's the way they formed. But finding the link and proving it historically is how I believe it's going to be done through genealogical record and not through carbon dating. So, okay, back to the Babel Tower. It's kind of funny because, Babel, when people are blabbling, it's kind of like that. Okay, the Tower of Babel. Once the tower fell, there was the Macedonians, and that was one of the first civilizations before Rome that were believed to be a self-sustaining, civilized society, less barbaric. But Babylon is also from the word the Tower of Babel. So what I believe is that after the Tower of Babel fell, everyone spoke different languages. That the core group of people who kind of made idols of themselves and built the tower stayed in Babylon, and they constructed the name Babylon from the Tower of Babel. And of course, after that, King Nebuchadnezzar and the great wonders of the world started.